Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Goes for a shot! And that should get the job done. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Cruyff. A probing pass. Messi has the space to... Oh, shooting chance! Against the crossbar. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Seedorf. Battling for the right to play in the early stages. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Ambitious ball here. And he's intervened well there. Ferdinand. Neither side yet able to find the net. And here's Ibrahimovic. Good ball, good take. Has to go back here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's De Jong, and this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Seedorf can get it clear. Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Back in possession and ready to go again. Looking to... And Cruyff! Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Now it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Botafogo couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Pressing high and with purpose. He's going to be disappointed with that. Referee's given a throw. Played over towards the opposite flank.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Here's a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Hoeneß really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Hernus with the short one. And it's Roberto Carlos. He's found some space. Big chance! And that's a good finish. That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. Vieira. Cruyff. And it's Vieira. Ball played for Nesta. Seedorf. Roberto Carlos. And it's Vieira. And it's Lam. Here's Vieira. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Roberto Carlos. Getting up there! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Cruyff looking to add to his goal. Looking for a runner. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And they can counter here. And that brings the first half to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. The midway point of the game.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. The second half is up and running. And the referee's awarded a free kick. And the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Cruyff is behind this one.
Yeah, it's an invitation to go for goal that you just can't resist.
That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Stood up well to him there. Cruyff, and there's his chance to lead the counter.
Botafogo really are a team that like to break lines.
Yeah, they love doing that, and it does work.
Yeah, plenty of balls in behind Peter, just needs to find the right run now.
He's found space here. Oh, that's... And there's the shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Nesta has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Roberto Carlos being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Passes, takes a shot! Oh, it's come loose. A dangerous moment avoided, only just.
Well, that's the risk you have to take when you're fully committed to attack, Peter. They're going to leave a few areas unattended.
Cruyff. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Seedorf. Ernest. And it's Lahm. Ernest! Oh, important interception. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's chosen to go back. Tries to pass it through. Now it's come to nothing.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Camisa 14. Camisa 22.
Botafogo perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Camisa 17.
Azar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Camisa 42.
And the shot! Goal! Botafogo! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
Botafogo making further changes here, and in quick succession. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
It's good to see that, Peter. He put in a very good day's...
There's the shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 3 coming up. Header! He will be livid with himself.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Bullet. Just about up to 75 minutes. Vieira. Lahm. He's had it taken off him. Bullet. Pinches it off him. Vieira. And it's Hullet. Hullet gets on his bike and on the move. To Maldini.
Japan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
This is a promising build-up. Ernest. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Leicester tries to clear. Thuram.
Japan really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Botafogo close now to seeing this one through to the end. He's having a shot! And that's a sharp finish! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Lam is looking to influence the game from out wide, and it's Hullet. That's that, the end. Botafogo have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Rafael Leao taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And it's De Jong. He's having a hit! Lacking in accuracy.
De Jong probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And this is a great chance to take a lead. Bruno Fernandes! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Nesta. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Araujo. Ferdinand. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And the shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Roberto Carlos plays it short.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
De Jong. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
De Jong, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. Roberto Carlos gets on his bike and on the move. Oh, that is a smashing piece of defending from him. Cruyff was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well, that pass isn't the best. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Ibrahimovic.
Botafogo always looking for runners up front here.
Yeah, it is a regular tactic of theirs.
Yeah, it can make life really tough for you from a defensive point of view, having to constantly be on guard with people trying to get in behind.
And here's Cruyff.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Messi. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. He's got away. Roberto Carlos. He is just caressing the ball. Crossed into the middle. And back out. Ibrahimovic. Now it's Cruyff. That ball looks a good one. That has been cut short. Long ball by the goalkeeper. That is good alertness. And it's Bruno Fernandes.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
game's first breakthrough goal.
Nesta.
Pressing high and with purpose.
Vieira.
And he's forced to go back. Hernes.
Vieira. Vieira.
Bruno Fernandes. Played out wide. Maldini. Cross from Maldini. That's really well cleared. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. That's Tura. It'll be a throw-in. Mbappe, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Ibrahimovic. Now that looks a decent shot, surely! It's there!
I think this is a very welcome time for a goal, Peter. There was a momentary drop-off into defence, and he was just too good a player to miss that. A special talent has given us all a very special memory.
And a trademark move ends with the... So, a temporary halt to the action. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Botafogo trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 2. Sai para a entrada do jogador.
We get things going again.
Botafogo can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Botafogo come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
He's having a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Forced to go back. Messi! Ambitious, but just off target.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
And it's Lam. Plays a sharp little ball here. Delivery from him. Oh, good effort! And that's a sharp finish. They have come roaring back.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Certain, searing, and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And here's Messi. Takes a shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Mbappe being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
Botafogo have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
And here's Mbappe. He's found the way through. Chance for a shot! Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Botafogo perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Vieira.
And here's Ibrahimovic. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira.
And it's Lam.
Seedorf.
Here's Vieira. And here's Mbappe. That's destined for the flank. Ibrahimovic. And he's there to belt it away. Botafogo have their second corner now.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 20, camisa 21, camisa 14, camisa 22. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 9, camisa 18, camisa 4,
Lam with the short one.
camisa 42.
Cut it out.
Substituição.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking for the run. Bale. Vermeer, renowned for his long-range shooting. Yaya Toure. And reclaimed it in a trice. Just about up to 75 minutes. Bale. Now it's Pelé. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pelé. The ball has bounced loose now.
Japan really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Strokes it back. And it's Vieira. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. They get a throw in. Try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Eto'o running at top gear. Oh, that is a nice touch. And it's made its way to him. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Azar. And that is a little undercooked. Pelé. Quality ball. Bullet. Ended up in no man's land. And it's Bale. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Maldini in towards the back stick. It's loose now and they want to get it back. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, he's having a go! He lifts the roof! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 6.
Botafogo can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Japan look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and nail to get back into this. We're never done till it's completely...
Chance! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
And now he has two. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Botafogo were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We are just getting started. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Roberto Carlos, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Oh, can he get onto this? Taken back almost at once. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they...
And a chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Thuram clears without hesitation.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Hernus plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Araujo makes the interception. Lahm. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Ibrahimovic does well to get it back. Still goalless. That has been slung wide. Delivers the ball. Defending of the desperate variety. Cruyff can see things others simply cannot. There will be a throw-in. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Araujo does really well to win the ball there. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. It's run loose here. Messi, decent chance! Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Yeah, tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
Japan have penetrated for the first time.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Look at the space here. It's Ibrahimovic! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And he can clear it away. Messi! No, he's missed it.
Botafogo really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Messi back and defending.
Vieira.
And the through ball. Not the most convincing of passes.
Botafogo really are a team that like to break lines.
Yeah, they love doing that, and it does work.
Yeah, plenty of balls in behind Peter, just needs to find the right run now.
Cruyff quietly revving up.
Botafogo certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. Roberto Carlos. That's going across goal. And that should get the job done. Seedorf. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Japan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Botafogo come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Por favor, peguem os bilhetes que vocês receberam na entrada. Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 21.
We're on the move again.
Botafogo really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Botafogo do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
He has found the way through. Shoots!
Teremos uma substituição.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. And there's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly...
Oh, good glide! It's there!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
Botafogo have their lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Eto'o. Nesta is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Botafogo have hit a quick-fire double here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. That looks a decent ball. Real chance! Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now. Cruyff really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Played into space. Always goal side. Great chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are disappearing out of sight. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 20.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Camisa 22.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
to be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Good work on the right flank here. Neto needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Oh, that is a nice touch. Eto! It's Eto! And the keeper threw out a limb.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Botafogo have their second corner now. Hazard goes short. And he's making progress on the ball. Picked out brilliantly. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. Botafogo presented with a golden opportunity here. The chance to pull further clear. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. The time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
Oh, he's having a go! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Japan are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
Hernes. And it's Bale. Lahm picks it up now. Lahm has it out wide and in space. Can he finish?
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode.
Hernes! Oh, terrific save.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
And this is Eto. Hazard. Out towards the flank. Hazard. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. De Jong.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Vieira.
It's played through for him. Yaya Toure.
Vieira.
Into the last 5 minutes. And it's Hazard. Hazard going forward. Vieira. Yaya Toure. Always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. There's a beautiful and pull it! Brought out the best in the keeper.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Hazard with the short one. And here's Hazard. Yaya Toure. Big chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Threads one in. Eto. Oh, that's fabulous. De Jong. 5 minutes to add.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Bale. Roberto Carlos.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Lahm. Goes for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now it's Pele. Bale finding himself in space. And there goes the final whistle. Botafogo have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through